I was recently introduced to the putting board, and I think it's a game changer in helping us understand the pure arc of a putting stroke and also allowing us to develop a pure arc in the stroke. Let me explain. Setting up of the board is very easy. We've got a clip that we align with the face that just clips on and a flat back, and you can see the two fins there. Then with the putting board, you angle this on the same angle as the shaft of your putter. Then it sits flush to the ground like so. There. Great benefit also of this is the putter just sits there, so you know the putter is set up beautifully so that you can make your stance, take the setup and pop your hands on the club, and we're ready to go. We're in the great position there. We know the putter face is square, we know it's solid on the ground, and we know we've got the shaft angle perfect there, the way the putter's set. So we're ready to go. Great benefit of the putting board and the clip use with the putter. The putting stroke, is it a straight back and through or is it an arc? The putting board allows us to make sure we've got the pure arc of the stroke, which is based on the lie angle of the putter. As you can see, it's slightly angled down. Anything else is a manipulator stroke. If we take the putter off, you can see there, if it's directly hanging down, the pure arc would be straight back and through. But you're not allowed that in putting. With the putter, it's got to be a minimum of 10 degrees from the vertical. So we've got to have some arc in there, okay? Then we're looking at how much of an arc in the stroke. Anything else, for me, is manipulated. The arc of the stroke should be based on the lie angle of the putter, and this is where the putting board acts beautifully in. You sit the putter on the board on the lie angle of the putter there, and then we make a stroke, making the movement back and through. Once we've got set up here, we allow the clip to slide along the board backwards and forwards, and you can hear a slight sound there, which is allowing us to get the feel of the stroke, which is on the plane of the shaft angle there. So back and through, just sliding it along gives you a great sensation, and it's just guiding it gently backwards and forwards. Another very useful thing on the putting board are the lines. As you can see, the different coloured lines as we're going backwards and forwards. That gives you the feel that you're matching up the putter with each one of these lines there as you're going back and through. You can see there we match 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back to the vertical, and then we're releasing through. So that's really helping you, give you the feel of the way the arc of the stroke works. My putter, incidentally, is slightly offline because the shaft is towards the back of the head. This is the lab putter that I use. But you can really still get the sensation there of just matching those lines there as you're going backwards and forwards. So a really good addition as well to this putting aid. Ideal way to start with the training for me would be have the putter set up with the board, right lie angle, make some strokes, no ball at this point. Just listening to the sound, keeping the fin on the board, backwards and forwards, you can hear the sound, okay. Then introduce a ball. Hit some putts with the ball in play. Keeping the fin on the board again. Then I would hit some putts with the fin slightly off the board, so it's just off the board, but you're still using that as the guider. So you've trained it, no ball, with the ball, then just with the fin away from the board. There, just training, and then take the clip off, start hitting some putts. So developing it that way, you're building up the layers of confidence in the way you're developing your stroke. I actually use my putting board indoors all the time. The only time I'll bring it out here is for another benefit that the putting board has as well, and that is reading putts. So if you place it on the green like this, and you can hit a few putts with the board and then decide on the break of the putt, and by just moving it round slightly, if it's a right to left one, you would move it round there, and then until you hit the ball into the hole, and then you can actually see where you're lined up. So it really helps you with the lining up of putts as well, reading putts. And you can do it this way as well, aiming if it's a left to right break, keep moving the putting board round until the ball goes into the hole, and then you can see the actual read. And a lot of the time the read is approximately, for most golfers, about 50% more than you're actually reading into the putt initially. What I would do in this situation as well, I might go along and put a tee in the ground where the board is aiming, just next to the hole, so you've got a guider then of whereabouts you thought the aim was, and then just keep adjusting the board around until you've got the ball going into the hole. Then you've got the optimum alignment, as long as the ball's going at the right pace. Well, that's all set. We've trained our stroke, got the consistency, got it all nailed down. Not quite. There's a couple of other things that you might be interested in developing. Pace control, mental resilience, centeredness of strike. These are other things that are going to make you into a great putter. So don't forget to see your PGA Pro to help you with your journey along on this. Will really help with the stroke, definitely, but the other areas need attention as well for you to become a great putter.